through the Ruach HaKodesh to rule over your emotions. No one has that ability except the child of Yahweh through the Ruach HaKodesh. Use it or lose it. Use it or lose it. We'll talk more about this next week. We need to have a battle plan. Can you give me about 3 more minutes? Give me about 3.5 more minutes? Oh. I'm glad I paid for this refurbishing. Stropa. How you say that? Spanish? Back. Spalda. Spalding. My Spalding. Ay, my Spalding. What was I saying before that little bout with stupidity? Have a plan. So offenses will come. The offenses will come to see if you're ready or you're not ready. The offenses come where? With the footmen. Man, man, girl, girl, boy. It's in the land of the shalom. Because Yahweh's not going to let the offenses come in the land of what? The horses, because the horses are there to kill you. The footmen are there to train you. If you isolate and you disappear from Yahweh's program, how are you going to know your progress? How are you going to measure your progress in the things of the kingdom? If Althea says things to me that used to send me home into depression, and now it doesn't faze me anymore, now it doesn't bother me anymore, then I have a certain level of maturity, and I'm realizing that I'm growing. In other words, her offense is not there to cause me to quit. Your husband's tongue and your wife's motor mouth is not there to make you get a divorce. It is there for the iron to sharpen iron and for her to be used as the comforter of the Ruach HaKodesh to call you into account and to hold you accountable. If it wasn't for my wife, I'd still be smoking dope. Amen. I'm just going to read this, and I'll close with this. We'll pick it up next week. What does the word of Yahweh say in the book of Yaakov? What builds patience in our life? Tribulation worketh patience. Okay. Offenses worketh maturity. Write it down. Tribulation works patience. Offenses works maturity. If the offense comes and you check out, you are still immature. Now someone may say to me, Rabbi, I want you to know, I know. See, this is how the enemy does this stuff. Instead of coming and kissing my feet, even though they are a little bit ugly today. Say, Rabbi, thank you. Thank you. The word of Yahweh is sharp. The word of Yahweh is for instruction, righteousness, doctrine, correction. That the man of Yahweh may be thoroughly furnished unto all. Thank you. No, no, no. The enemy will turn this around. And you're going to get that haughty spirit of somebody. I don't know who it is. Or several people. I know you were talking about. There's another offense right there. You can't get rid of the other offenses. Now you got a new offense to deal with. I know you were talking about me. Well, let me help you. Yes. I'm not like in the church. I'm not talking about anybody. I am. Because I see things in the Kehillah that would need to be changed. 1 Corinthians 13:5. We'll continue next week. The great Ahavah chapter. The great love chapter. Love is this, love is this. We'll talk more about that next week. But I'm going to leave you with verse 5. Corinthians Aleph 13:5. Corinthians Aleph 13:5. Again, this message, crossing the raging Yarden. How will you cross the raging Yarden waters of this world if you're tired of ministry and believing life? That's easy. This is a paradise. Believers in the Philippines and Darfur in Sudan wish they had this opportunity. And we're blowing it because he said this, she said this, and all these perceived offenses. Look at verse 5. Ahava, let's go back to verse 4. Ahava suffers long, is kind. Ahava envies not. Ahava does not boast. Ahava is not puffed up. Ahava does not behave itself indecently. Ahava seeks not its own advantage. Ahava is not easily provoked or offended. I'll say that again. Love is not easily provoked and offended. I'll close with this. Third close. If you're offended and you can't be around people because my mama offended me, my daddy offended me, if I just get out of the house, somebody may offend me. I can't get out of the house. I'm scared because somebody may offend me. You're not being perfected in love. Love doesn't get offended every Shabbat. And I've met believers, pardon me, it's like every time you see them, they're offended. Where have you been? And you know they're offended about something. You just know it. Love is not easily offended. Let's take the antithesis. Walking in a spirit that is not loving are the most offended. You get offended way too easily. Work on your love quotient. Work on your love factor. We love you. Shabbat Shalom.
You need to learn the fireworks.